this is Pastor Kelly coming to you today from the Kenmare Hometown Gym. We're here for a great workout. No, we're not, actually. No, I'm here to tell you a story that happened to my son Philip. When he was in his undergrad work at Valley City State University, he landed an internship in Colorado Springs at the Air Force Academy with Coach Getty in the Strength and Conditioning Department. And while he was there and enjoying life in Colorado Springs, it's such a beautiful city, he had a dream. And he really had a desire. He's always wanted to work at the Olympic Training Center. So he did the touristy thing and toured the Olympic Training Center there in Colorado Springs. And then later he went back and he knew where the Strength and Conditioning Department was at. And he told me he paced in front of that door for what felt to him at least a half hour, because it said authorized personnel only, knowing that if he went in there, he could very well be met by security guards and ushered off the campus, never to be returned again. But he prayed and he pushed past his fears and pushed past the door with the sign authorized personnel only, and was greeted when he came in the room, "Who the blankety blank are you and what are you doing in here?" And after he explained who he was and that he was having an internship with Coach Getty at the Air Force Academy, further into the conversation, he asked if he could volunteer there at the Olympic Training Center. Later, background checks and security stuff was cleared with him, and he was able to volunteer at 6 o'clock in the morning, helping train the athletes before he had to go up to the Air Force Academy at 8. Because he did that, he later landed a full 6-month internship at the Olympic Training Center, training our athletes for the Olympics. It was quite the experience for him. And because of that, after he graduated from Valley City State and went on to South Dakota State University and to get his master's in exercise science, and then he graduates from there, now he's looking for a job. He applies for an opening in the strength and conditioning at American University in Washington, D.C. Some 200 other applicants also apply. They all have the same qualifications he does. But he ended up getting the job, and one of the reasons was because of the training and experience that he had had both at the Air Force Academy and also at the Olympic Training Center. It was just what they were looking for. Philip didn't know that at the time, when he just wanted to work at the Olympic Training Center. But because he pushed past those fears, they opened up other doors for him later in life. And all of us have fears. I remember as a little kid taking swimming lessons and you're supposed to jump off that diving board and you're at the edge and you're going, no, that's too scary. But finally when you push past those fears and you jump, it wasn't that bad. It's kind of fun. There's lots of things. How about as an adult and now you have to move and go to take another job or in another city, and you have to uproot everything you're familiar and comfortable with. We all have to face fears. There's lots of examples in the Bible. How about David? He had to go up against Goliath, who was kind of a big dude, and he was a teenager, and he just had 5 rocks and a slingshot. How about Esther? She went before the king, and she had not been summoned, which meant she could lose her life. But she knew God had called her to do it. How about Gideon? He goes up a massive army, and he's got 300 men, and you know what? They got trumpets and pitchers. Okay, that's really great weapons. But he faced his fears, and he did it anyway. And in the book of Isaiah 41, verse 10, it says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you." Yeah, it's like sometimes God likes to work on our spiritual muscles. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. We're not lifting weights in the natural, but sometimes you need to lift some weights. Those things that come against you, that put pressure on you. You need to push past those fears and do what God has called you to do. And what you're feeling, not feeling that way, but what God has spoken to you and said, I want you to do this. Don't be afraid. He is with you. If God is with you, that's enough. This has been Pastor Kelly. Encourage you to fear not. 365 times in the Bible it says to fear not. That's good for at least once a day for you to know God is with you.